I'm just trying to stay positive. I feel like there's a lot of unknowns right now in the world. A lot of people are roughing it, and some people are, kind of lonely during this time, but I'm just staying positive, and I'm really glad that I have you to hang out with. So I thought today, we could just hang out and talk. I made myself some tea. Would you like anything? Okay. I have, apples to share as well. I have some water here. And I thought we could just hang out. I wanted to kind of get ready. Even though, obviously, I can't go anywhere today, I thought that we could get ready together just so we feel a little bit more put together and alive and normal. So, so tell me, how have you been doing? What's been your, go-to routine every single day? Oh, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but I brushed my teeth not too long ago. Yeah, I hate that feeling too. You brush your teeth, your mouth feels all nice and clean, and then you bite into something like an apple or take a sip of orange juice. Hold on, let's see if it's gone. That's something that I've been doing every day is watching TikTok. Have you seen those videos before? They're so funny. There's so many different genres of TikTok, I guess. And for some reason I've fallen down the rabbit hole of comedy and people acting out different scenarios and stuff. And I can just watch those literally for hours. So that's been kind of keeping my mood really good during this quarantine. I guess it kind of makes you feel like you're less alone. I've also been making TikToks as well, so that's been a lot of fun. So, okay. Would you like any water or any tea or apple? You're good right now. Okay. Well, just let me know if you want anything. And I thought I could just get ready together. So I have I got a brush here. I have my makeup supplies. First things first, I need to apply some sort of moisturizing lip balm because my lips are so chapped for some reason. This is Burt's Bees. Why is it so far out of its... This is Burt's Bees Honey Moisturizing Lip Balm. I find the best sort of chapstick is Vaseline, but I really like Burt's Bees as well. Okay, I'm debating whether or not I want to put on some makeup. I might put on just a little bit. Let's see. I have this eyeshadow that I just kind of apply to my lids. I have some brushes in here. I might just use my finger to kind of dab it on. First, I'm just gonna brush out my eyebrows. Okay, but enough about me. What books have you been reading lately? What books have you been reading lately, or shows have you been watching to pass the time? I have not read that one. Is it a good show? Mm-hmm. Are you more of a Netflix person? Or like a Hulu? Voodoo? It's Hulu. Voodoo? Is Voodoo a movie service? I'm going crazy. And then Amazon Prime is one. What's your favorite way to watch movies? Cool. Do you say like you're more of a movie person or a TV show person? Sorry, I look so crazy right now. Hey, that's fair. Well, what is the last book that you read that you were like, oh my gosh, I have to recommend this to my friends? I'll have to read that one. The last book I read was this awful book called Life with Its Sorrow, Life with Its Tear. It's out of print now, so I had to borrow it from someone, and it was just terrible. It was so bad, and I mean, the writing was good, and the storyline was like easy to follow. The characters were entertaining. But it just, how do I put this without spoiling it? Because I don't want to spoil it just in case you want to, inflict pain on yourself by reading it. It was like, when you put a lot of work and effort into a relationship and then you get cheated on, and then you're just like, why did I put all of that time and effort into the relationship just to be cheated on? And you feel like it was a waste of time. That's how it felt. I put so much time and effort into reading each page, and then the last 50 pages, it was just like, oh, you were expecting this to end well? Psych. It was terrible. No. If you like books that end with a bit of a twist and like a surprise ending, and that kind of make you mad, then you'd love this book. Okay. Oh, excuse me. If you're wondering what kind of tea this is, it's herbal, so it's no caffeine, and it's lemon ginger flavored, I guess you could say. Okay, now that I have sort of brushed out as much as I possibly can, I'm going to apply just a little bit of makeup. Starting with my eyebrows. So this is a eyebrow like powder from Milani. I don't know. Not that you care. I mean, I'm not creating this to be educational. That was the couch, not me. Just in case you're wondering. Okay. Anything else that's been keeping you occupied during this time? I'm sure, all of our pets are really happy that we're home. I don't have a pet, but I imagine my pet would be happy if I were home. So that's a positive. I've also been enjoying getting a lot of sleep. Not that I don't sleep a lot in general all the time, but I've been enjoying getting an extra bit of sleep. And not really like having to go anywhere. See, I don't know about you, but I'm an introvert at heart. So this quarantine has really just, the guidelines set forth by the government are basically just the guidelines by which I live my life each and every day. Small gatherings, distance yourself from people, stay home. That's what I do on the reg, so it's been pretty great. Not gonna lie. I think being an introvert is one of my favorite qualities about myself. I'm kind of joking. Kind of not. Being an introvert is great until you start hurting people's feelings by being introverted, because they don't understand that it's not that you don't think they're a good person or like think they're a nice person. You just don't really want to spend that much time with them because it's exhausting. So, I definitely feel sorry for all the introverts right now. No, sorry, all the extroverts right now, which I know several. And I know that they must be struggling to stay occupied. I think I'm making my eyebrows look worse. What do you think? I can't really tell. Gonna add a little bit more to the outside. And then call it a day. It's alright. I'm not upset about it. on, I'm going to use this brush, which I believe is clean, to sort of put like a base on. I do not have any sort of like eyeshadow base, a primer, because I threw mine away because it was pretty nasty. There. Just gonna sort of put that underneath my brow. You can't even like see that. But again, that's fine. I'm not here for your entertainment. I mean, your education. This lighting is a lot better over here. So, one thing I'm curious about is how many people have run out of toilet paper? About, 8 days into the quarantine. And of the people who are stocked up for a year, I hope that you're congratulating yourself on screwing everyone else over. Because if you're not, let me tell you, nobody else is. I understand people who want to stock up for a couple of weeks, that makes sense, but how are we completely out of toilet paper? There are elderly people that need supplies. They're having to open up stores with hours specifically for elderly people because everyone else just went batcrap crazy. I don't know. This is turning into a thin session. But don't you agree? Stock up what you need for a couple of weeks, not for the rest of all eternity. Okay. That's interesting. Now, I'm going to use this brush. Looks clean to me. To just kind of line, sorry if that's loud, the upper lid, because that's all I'm going for here. It's just a little shadow. Just do a little line. I think the last time that I put on makeup was back in November, maybe even October. It has been a long time. And I'm telling you, the main reason I don't do it is because I don't enjoy it. And I don't really enjoy any process of it. I don't enjoy putting it on. I don't enjoy feeling it on my eyes. I just prefer to feel like at any time I can cry or sweat or rub my face without suffering repercussions. And that is the way I like to live my life. Savage. I also am well aware that putting makeup on well takes practice, and I'm not willing to put in the necessary amount of practice to be good at it. I also find that I make stupid faces while I put on makeup. And that is going to make me wrinkle earlier. And I don't want to get wrinkles. I don't. So. And the most important reason being making up for 99% of it. My life doesn't get any better when I put on makeup. It really doesn't. If it did, you know I'd be putting that on every day. Okay. Now that I've put that on, I'm just gonna try to smudge it a little bit. So you barely even see what I did. You can't even see. It's like ever so slight of an effect, but not enough to where someone would be like, oh, you're wearing makeup. And that is my goal in life, is to never be caught wearing makeup. I feel like when I put on eye makeup every day, it makes my lid wrinkles worse. Does anyone else experience that? Oh no. I'm probably the only person. While I wait for my hair to dry before I brush it, I thought I could tell you some of my favorite TikTokers that I've been watching. The first is me. Just kidding. But I do make TikToks, so if you like TikTok, you might like. Okay, so the first TikToker I've been watching lately, and again, I'm recommending these assuming that you're a mature adult who can make decisions for themselves whether or not they think this is appropriate for them to watch. Some of these people can be vulgar at times, and it might offend you. So yeah, any recommendations that I do send out, I would just like to say, maybe I haven't seen all of their content, and oops, my bad. Or maybe that's just not going to be funny to you. So. I'm just going to recommend some TikToks for you to watch in your spare time. The first one is Satan Say. I don't know. It's Saydenc. Saydenseay. He's really funny. The Real Rahul Rai. The Real, and then RAHULRAI. He's funny. The next is David Myers. He makes some really good posts. I don't remember following this person. Let's see. Sab Quesada. SABQUESADA. Sorry, I'm getting distracted because I'm watching them while I'm there's some really funny ones. At Scott D. Henry, he's funny. At Emma Chamberlain, I love her in general. Who else? This guy is really good stuff. Brandon Edwards Official. He posts a lot of advice. At least that's what I've found, and I just find it. I agree with a lot of the things that he said. Okay. Magical. It's MAGIKALL. She's great. And just at Dog, DOG. They post dog videos. Real Adam Rose. He is hilarious. To me, let's see. This girl is very athletic and funny and creative. Her name's Ashley Nocera. So it's Ashley, and then Nocera is Nocera. Let's see, one more. I'm really not following as many people as I thought I was. Yeah, I don't know. So that's it. They're really funny if you haven't already seen like a TikTok videos and you have people. Let's see. Let's see, there's one more apple slice right here. If you like it, would you like to have it? Are you sure? Okay. So, are there like any projects that you're trying to get started while you're kind of stuck at home? Gotcha. I know, like, it's funny to me how everyone a year ago actually saw this video on TikTok. Funny story, I hated TikTok like not even 2 months ago. And recently it's just been the greatest. So, anyways, I saw this video on TikTok of this guy saying, in 2019, we were all talking about how we wished that we could just stay home all day, do nothing, watch Netflix, and, you know, there's been that whole movement of like everyone wants to be able to work from home and have freedom to stay at home all day. And now that is like actually mandated by our government, everyone's complaining and being like, I just want to leave my house. And it's just interesting how the grass is always greener on the other side. And even if you get what you want, you might not be happy. And I think it's just a good reminder, at least this is something I've been reflecting on, it's a good reminder that, number one, maybe you don't know what you want as clearly as you think you do. But number two, wherever you go, there you are. That's actually a name of a book, but wherever you go, there you are. And even if you get everything that you've ever dreamed of having, unless you fix the stuff going on in your heart, or not fixed it, but like, unless you're actively working on being aware of like yourself and you've addressed the issues in your heart and in your mind and, you know, just all the stuff that isn't visible, you're just gonna bring all that with you and it's gonna taint whatever you experience. Because we all know there's people who are, you know, super rich and miserable, and there's people who don't have much and they're so cheerful. Yeah, I don't know. And it's just funny to me too, like how in this whole corona thing, there are people who like aren't gonna lose anything because of it. They're really not in danger of I guess financial issues. There's people out there that just aren't gonna even be bothered, and they're trying to tell other people like, hey, just chill out, don't worry, while there's people who are seriously being affected by this. I don't know, it's just good to like be aware that there's people out there really struggling, and you know, to be compassionate to them. I've just seen a lack of compassion from some people that I think are just so I hate the word privileged, but we're so far removed from like financial worries, and I don't know what I'm saying at this point. I guess whenever the world goes through difficult times, kind of your true colors shine through. No, I'm not trying to say that either. I don't want to. Anyways, you know what I'm trying to say. Okay, so I'm kind of done getting ready. Let's see. See if I can part my hair. One thing, a little bit lighter subject here, one thing that's really been keeping me positive and happy during this whole situation has been just finding things that are lighthearted to make me laugh. And again, I've said this many times in this video, but TikTok has been that. Also just like reading lighthearted books, watching lighthearted movies, like as much as I can, stay up to date with what's going on in the news, but like really accompany that with as much lighthearted, carefree stuff as possible, just to keep myself from like thinking about it or worrying too much. So I'm glad we could hang out today, and thanks for getting ready with me. And yeah, we'll get through this together, I'm sure. So, alright, I'm gonna go get some things done, and I'll talk to you a little bit later. What are you gonna do? Okay. Yeah, I'll just go get some things done and check back in with you a little bit later. I'll talk to you in a little bit.